Welcome back to the channel. So last week we talked about some interesting topics. I've already forgotten what they were, but I'm sure you didn't. And that's what leads us to this week. So, this week I wanted to talk about something, similar to all the other things we talk about. I wanted to talk about, does religion make you weak? It's a important, conversation to have since the world primarily is following religions that are all different. Does it make you weak? If we have all these people believing all these different things, then which one is right? Obviously, there are some issues with this way of thinking. So, I look at religion more broadly in this scenario because you have to. You have to put all religions in a bucket to look at the bucket. So, in all reality, we're asking a question that essentially is asking, is one way of thinking the right way of thinking? And you can simply text this to ChatGPT or Google to get a whole slew of outcomes to why it's not good to just, have the answer to everything and not check yourself. There's a bunch of different reasons why. The first reason why religion makes you weak is because it shuts down correction. You're never going to know if you're correct if you already know the answer. You're never going to go back and check after yourself. It leads you to a door that isn't actually a door. It is one of those doors that just lead to a wall. Or maybe it leads you to a door that's always locked. You're never going to find the key to that door, the answer to that question, until you realize that you're given a door that's not even real. You gotta walk around it. It's not even real. So yeah, it shuts down correction. If you think the world is flat and your invaders are attacking you from the east somehow, you'll never go west to flank them on their other side because you think the world is flat. So, that's just the first example that I come to think of. Let me know what you think below if you know, have a vice versa opinion. Would love to hear it. It turns belief into identity. When you are reassuring yourself that my false ideas and my false ideology is actually true without needing to research it further, then you already have the answer. You become an identity of whatever that is. It's just your answer to everything. So you wear the stupid suit and you're okay with it. You put it on proudly. It's your answer for everything. Enables manipulation. Couldn't see that happening. People who believe a certain way tend to be more predictable. People are going to be tricked if they always are believing the same set of rules, right? If we're always following the same set of rules, these people who come with us with conflict or drama can get a whole database on what your parents did when they reacted to it, what their parents did when you attacked them. Whatever the example is, it obviously sets up a horrible foundation for any kind of corrective behavior. You're never going to fix your society. If you just keep believing the same way, getting the same answer, you're never going to get anywhere. Duh. So it's really that us versus them manipulation framing. We're talking about they're different than us, and they're dangerous. We're never going to listen to them, and we're going to be better forever because of it. Is that true? We talked about earlier how the mixing of ideologies might be beneficial for a tribe. So, I don't know, maybe there's something in a different religion that works better than the other religion. You're screwed because you're stuck in that, that format in your brain where you're like, oh, everybody else is a sinner. I'm perfect. I don't need to listen to you. That mentality is what causes the downfall to logic. It just does, because that's never the correct answer. That never is the correct answer. Sorry. Okay, next. So, another reason, well, all of these first three examples, they're all like tied to reality. They all have real outcomes. You ignore your neighbor, they will get invaded. Then your neighbor will not be your neighbor anymore. I don't know. It just leads to unpredictable results. Soon your neighbor is going to start attacking you. Maybe they won't. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't for 100 years, and maybe they will the next generation. I don't know. Nobody knows. You can't predict the future. You can kind of guesstimate, especially if somebody believes a certain thing, you can kind of guesstimate, oh, well, their people always, eat acorns, so I can send this beetle that loves to eat oak trees, I can, grow them all over there, and it will sabotage their whole way of life. You see? See what I mean? It sets you up for failure every time. All right. Yeah, it erases complexity. You're never going to look further into details because you already have the answer. There's no need to do any kind of research outside of the box. I could never be wrong. Ever, ever, ever. Yeah, it's just there's never a one truth to things. There is and this is why coding is dangerous, because it's set up with true or false statements. And the real world doesn't work like that. Why it's scary. All right. It creates conflict instead of solutions. Of course. If you ignore everybody, if you ignore every scientific breakthrough, you will be stuck in the past. And most likely, you're probably going to get mad. You're going to get mad that everybody else is doing better than you. And you're just stuck in the past. It stops growth because you're just in the past. You're not looking at your crops trying to figure out how to maximize the efficiency in your crops. You're just like, oh, the plant god will grant me more plants and food whenever they're ready. I'm just going to keep doing me and being cute. But you could use math to assemble structures that let the water run off, the side of the cliff, and then maybe you can irrigate somehow over there. I don't know. I have no idea. And you don't know either because you never did it. What we mean. Okay. It stops growth. How are you going to know if something is good or not if you never tried it? A healthier alternative is anything goes, right? Now, does that mean that we just need to, we need to try making a sun on a molecular scale to try to make unlimited energy? Maybe we don't need to try everything. Now that I think about it, I will come back to you on what we should replace that with, but just saying your God is right just cause, that does not cut it, okay? We need to be more realistic with what's going on, and going in the comments and just telling me that I'm a libtard and that I'm wrong and you should never listen to somebody with a hairstyle like me, where is the counter argument? Where is the counter argument, bro? If you want to say that I'm wrong, totally down to hear it. I love constructive criticism, but you gotta have something other than I'm just a libtard. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not a Christian Yankee. I'm probably a mutt, if anything. So, joke's on you. I'm an American, and you're a bot. I'm referring to the people in my comments, but, I'm down to, have conversation about these ideas and why they might be wrong or right. But I'm gonna stick to my guns on this. Just writing off any problem that, God will fix it. Did God fix the child poverty? Is God feeding all the children right now? There's tons of pain and suffering everywhere, and you're a fool if you think it's being implemented by an invisible guy. Probably being implemented by real people that are somewhere up north enjoying their freedom. All right, well, I'll see you guys for the next video. Yeah, this one was, does religion make you weak? Yeah, it also makes you stupid. So maybe I should make the title of this video, does religion make you stupid? Because it kind of does, right? At least I'm down to try new things, and you're down to just keep doing the same old thing. Wow. And that's why anybody who does anything differently in this world, we go, you're weird. Ooh, weird. But in all reality, my haircut is a owl or something, and it's all been done before. I am not the first person to wear my hair like this, and I will not be the last one. Mm. And you don't know that because you don't know history. You don't know. You just are like, that's weird. That looks abnormal. I'm not going to do any research, and I'm just going to say a bunch of crap. Alright, I will see you guys next week for another video. If you guys like the video, please subscribe and like and comment and tell me why you disagreed with me or agreed with me. Other than that, I'm out of here, baby.